Hey, 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 good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good middle of the night, wherever you are all over the world watching with Tapngrl, tapping into you. Today I got Ty back. Now listen, y'all love it when Ty's here. I get so many comments when you're here. I think everybody just likes looking at you.
That's cute. I mean, I like looking at you.
He likes looking at it. See, I've trained him well. Okay, all right. So, welcome back to Tapping Into You with Tapngrl. I am your host, Colette, and we teach law of attraction, quantum physics, neuroplasticity, but we're here for us. There goes my, listen, old people on technology. It's hilarious. We got people in here making noises. All right, so we're going to be actually talking today. We're actually going to get to, at some point here, talking about abundance, money, that kind of stuff. I had somebody write me a request and ask me to do that, so I decided we would do that since in this month we're only doing one show. In October, I'm just going to let you know, I think we're going to be talking about pain. Okay. How we get pain in the body and all that good stuff. So, first thing I want to do is thank my sponsor, Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies, who through the generosity of Jim Wofford and all the technology that he does, that we're able to sit here, share what I do, and share this with the world, okay? I tell people, when you tap, you are changing the energy of the world. So never dismiss the power of you tapping and clearing negativity, because it's really pretty amazing.
Absolutely.
And you're hearing that from somebody who used to be pretty jaded. Okay, by the time I was about 45 to 50, I thought this place really wasn't that much of a picnic and didn't really understand how to create, how to be happy, all kinds of fun things that I've learned over the years, that's what it is that I share with you. So, what I want to do is I'm going to introduce you if you want to let people know where you work or something else like that so they can come find you and spend their money where you work, or if you want to tell them, why don't you tell them about your move too?
Okay.
Because tell me how old you are again?
I'm 18.
Okay, that's what I thought. You just turned 18, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I want to say this. You cannot pay me enough money to be 18 again. All right, now that's not to scare you. That's to let you know that you have a way better chance of creating a better life experience learning these things younger than I did. So, go ahead. Now, don't tell them where you moved to, because we don't need everybody showing them. Jim's laughing. All right, you do that. Tell them about you. I'm going to go share the show here.
All right, well, I work at Zaxby's off 135th and State Road 37.
Because we're in Fishers, Noblesville, Indiana.
Yeah, it's borderline. It's kind of in the middle there, and I've been working there for a while now. I'm about to get a management position.
Yay!
Yeah.
Did I throw you off there?
No, Scott did.
My husband. I'm telling you, it is like The Simpsons. We all just run in here, throw ourselves in the chair, and go.
Oh, this is true. But no, I've been working 40-plus hours a week now for about, I'd say, around 2 months. I've been working really hard. Just got my apartment. Just moved out of my parents' house, so that's really interesting. I have 2 roommates. We had a dog, got rid of it yesterday.
Okay.
Don't mean to be negative, but thank God.
Okay, but we did find a good place for it to say yes no matter what.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good, because people will be freaking out.
Parents.
Oh, good. Okay, because, some people will get all distracted and the rest of the show will be about the dog.
The dog, I know. I get it, yeah.
Okay, so, hey, listen, if that bothers you, then do what they tell me every time I come in here. Tap on that, okay? All right. All right, so what we want to do is I want to also let you know that if you'd like to advertise on this show, to contact me, let me know. I've got info underneath the screen there about how to find me. There's been some really exciting things going on, okay? Now, it's funny because in my head I always hear that thing talking about overnight success, okay? There's really none of those, okay? It's just that you didn't hear about somebody till they got enough notoriety or enough whatever that people started to learn about it. So I have been plugging away for over 11 years at sharing the tapping, getting followers, having people understand what I teach and all those things. So let me just remind you, you can do me and your friends a huge favor. Share me. Share the show right now. Share the live. When I go live on Tuesday mornings, share that. I absolutely adore teaching these ideas and concepts, and one of the things that I've really been doing lately, because I know, is I've been teaching it using acknowledging brain science. This is body-brain science, okay? So when you understand that, you can get out of the "it doesn't work for me" business, the judgment, you're not worthy and deserving. I had somebody, I had group on Sunday, and one of the ladies said, well, I've got this, because I hear this a lot, you guys, that she didn't feel deserving. In just a little bit of tapping, she went back to childhood and connected the dots and said, wow, that's why I feel that. Now, I'm going to say this, and you might need a minute for it to sink in. You were born worthy. You were born deserving. It's innate, okay? All right? There's no figuring it out. You were born it. If anything, you were trained out of knowing how deserving you are of every good that life has to offer.
That's a good way to put it.
That's because I'm brilliant.
I mean,
I'm still trying to help him understand that. All right, so what that means is, and I said to the lady, that would be like you trying to figure out why you're a white male. Would you spend any time trying to figure that out, really?
No, that's just dumb.
It's just, you just is, right? Okay? So, when we understand the worthy and deserving's always been there, I was born that way, it's innate, and we understand that the way we think is actually a patterned loop of thought, and that neuroplasticity of the brain says, I am not my past.
Yeah.
I can choose better feeling new thoughts that actually create the life experience that I do want. So, what's any of this have to do with tapping? Tapping is really for your yeah buts. So today when we're talking about money, I'm going to read you some examples. Money, abundance, prosperity, call it whatever you want. Sometimes when we're tapping, you guys, you really just need to call it money, okay? You think calling it flowery abundance makes you more spiritual. Okay, like get off of that, okay? You are spiritual. You can't not be, all right?
Calling everybody out.
I'm calling everybody out on this one today. Listen, if you were in my head before we get here, there is so much to talk about. We could be here for days, okay?
You only have a half hour.
No, I got longer than a half hour today. You told me I get to go longer. All right, so first of all, I wanted to tell you, look at this brick wall. My husband has a saying, okay? People build brick walls and drive right into them. One brick at a time. See that? That's how you got your crappy life experience. One thought, one brick at a time, okay? You build that brick wall, you get exactly what you feel, believe about, what you speak about, what you think about, and before you know it, you got a brick wall in the way of your money and abundance. Whoa, I'm out of here. Drop the mic. Bam. That's all you need to know.
That's the show, guys.
It's a wrap. Speaking of raps, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
All right, so tapping we describe as acupuncture without the needles, okay? Because we're tapping meridian endpoints on the face and body while we're acknowledging limiting beliefs, crappy stories, scary life experiences, okay? Let me just throw one out there. Let's say when you were little, you heard your mom and dad talk about money, okay? And you decided in your little brain, okay, that money's a problem, okay? If you knew how many marriages break up over money, and you don't think those kids are hearing those conversations, and you don't think you were impacted by that, think again, okay? Because it can be as subtle and as easy as, I saw mom and dad arguing about money. Oh no, money's a bad thing. You see, it's that easy. Now, when we understand that this is actually brain-body science, and that when I think a thought, chemicals go into the body. When that happens enough, I got this body vibrating at what I believe in, okay? And my brain bringing me what's true. Y'all have heard me say this before. You have a reticular activating system in your brain. That reticular activating system's job is the job of bringing you the proof that you are right. So if you think people with money are greedy, if you think money is the reason marriages don't last, and that's an unconscious, subconscious, let's just say mindless, ooh, even better, belief that you took, ran with, and believe is true, okay, you're going to have your brain prove to you you're right. There are billions of bits of information going on at any given time. What my brain's going to see is the stuff that makes me right.
That's true. Because everything else is still there, but you're going to pick out the little pieces that make you feel like you're correct in your thoughts.
You're going to see what, yeah. Absolutely. And this is what's so exciting about the generations coming along is from what my generation learned, the next generation gets more, the next generation, this is the biggest time of awakening in history.
I would agree.
Where people are understanding that, I don't have to figure out worthy and deserving. Worthy and deserving is a practiced habit of thought.
We like to call that being woke.
Being woke. Is that what you guys call it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm learning something new. Okay, because we called it awake.
Yeah.
So you call it woked up. All right.
I feel like I'm woke.
I feel like I'm woke. All right. Well, listen, let me tell you something. I love woken up. Your age group. People younger than me. I see such amazing changes in people. I have the best work in the world. I see changes in people's lives and get to be part of that. And I'm telling you, there are sometimes I just fall in a heap and a puddle of appreciation for my crappy life experience that led me to learning this stuff so that now I feel more empowered, more in control about my life. Yes. And I tell people all the time when I start working with them one-on-one, if I'm any good, and I am, I'm going to have you really appreciating every baloney moment of your life experience that got you to your now, that got you waking up.
Yeah.
That got you woke. Okay?
Hey.
All right. So, tapping is not a belief system. I want to say that because there's people, first of all, if you're watching this and you've been here this long and you don't like what you're seeing, scroll by. Okay? You don't need to stay and then write a nasty comment, okay? Some people think that they need to do that, okay? I don't know how many of you heard your mom say, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. It might be a good program. Now, what do I do when I see those things? I laugh, because probably it's somebody showing their ignorance.
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm
like,
thinking,
why are you taking the time out of your day to just be hateful?
Because it's a vibrational practiced habit for them,
Well,
right?
that seems depressing.
Yeah, right. And then they're wondering why they keep getting more crap, right?
Yeah.
Because I tell y'all, it's not I think car wreck and get car wreck. It's that I think crap and I get car wreck. I think crap and I get in trouble at work. I think crappy, okay, life's not fair. It never works. I don't get what I want. Why do they get to be happy? Okay, I'm just going to tell you, I used to do that. I did. Because I was taught to perceive from out there.
Yeah.
Instead of everything out there is a reflection back to me and my beliefs.
Absolutely.
Okay? So, what does that mean? When I take what does that mean? When I take responsibility, okay? And I'm going to explain responsibility again. Why? Because we learn through practice and repetition, right?
Yeah.
Okay? Did you learn your times tables the first time you ever saw it? No. You had to practice it. Now your brain, I say 5 times 5 and you go 25, right? Did that happen? Please tell me that happened.
If it didn't, we have bigger problems on our hands.
we got more tapping to do, people. All right, so when we learn that, listen, I've been practicing and repetitioning these concepts for years. It's why now they can roll off my tongue. Some of you that have worked with me know the story I tell about when I was at work. Gosh, this was 20-some years ago. I got to tell you, the older I get, when I go 20 years ago, I'm like, bang, that was a blink of an eye.
Not even 20.
Okay, thanks for that. Okay, so when I started learning these concepts, he wasn't even born for another 12 years. Because I was actually 30 when I started learning it. All right, so when, I don't even remember what I was saying. What was I saying? Anybody know?
The story of
The story of...
Wow, look at you.
when you
Words. They don't listen to me.
It was, you said when you started to figure these things out.
Well, okay.
Like
So
20 years ago.
that it takes practice, okay? And I will tell you as a clue, and I tell this all my lives, get your phone, put in an earbud, okay? Listen to better feeling thoughts. You can find Louise Hay. There's one called Love Your Body on YouTube. Louise Hay, it's 35 minutes long. It's awesome, okay? As often as you can when you're listening to that, repeat those things out loud. When you engage the throat, when you say it out loud, you're using all this thing that is me, okay, to create the changes in my life that I want. All right, so how the tapping helps is what the tapping does is helps me get rid of those fears. Okay, let's say that in hearing mom and dad talk about money, that made you fearful of money. Now,
Yeah.
a lot of people would go, "What? I'm afraid of money." Most of us are walking around afraid there's not enough, afraid that all these fears we have. I remember working one time with a guy, and I said, "What's the downside of having a lot of money. Well, of course, everybody's going to say there's no downside, right? And I said, come on, because I asked the question different way. What's the upside of not having more? And they thought about it, said, I don't know. And I said, well, let me ask you this. Have you ever seen anybody with a lot of money? Yeah. Okay, what happens when you go out to dinner with that person? Oh, everybody expects that person to buy because they have more money.
Yeah.
Okay? Right? So I said, what about the idea that you think that is going to be put on you if you have enough money, more money, lots of money, okay? We all say we want lots of money, but I'm telling you what, there's a downside to it. Don't we watch crappy shows like The Lottery Changed My Life and how some ridiculous percentage lottery winners blow it, mess up their life? The worst thing that ever happened to me was lottery.
I won $100 million and I hate my life.
And I hate my life.
Really?
Now that's because that's somebody who does not have a prosperity abundance consciousness. They do not understand that in having that, okay, that I don't have to give to every Tom, Dick, and Harry that shows up wanting money till I'm out of money, okay? Yeah. There are all kinds of ways to navigate this. Are you a good steward of money? Okay? Are you one of those people who spends money before it even comes in? Because that gives me information about you when we're tapping to release money beliefs.
Yeah.
If you see people with money as powerful, okay, but you were told that people with money are greedy, nasty, don't share. I had one person say to me, the reason rich people have money is because they don't give any of it to anybody. Now, we all know that's just not true. But what our brain will do is make us right? So I'm going to see the stories in the news. I'm going to talk to the person. I'm going to have these things show up in my life experience, right, mm-hmm. that prove to me that people with money don't share their money.
Yeah.
Okay? Well, just so you know, because I'm always expanding my awareness of consciousness and abundance and what that means and all that, I have people gift me in amazing ways, okay? And when we're tapping about abundance and prosperity and having more, there are all kinds of ideas and concepts. Like, if you're not a very good receiver, you're telling the universe, God, source, whatever you want to call it, okay? Because I keep telling you guys, God doesn't care what you call it. God doesn't have an ego, okay? We are projecting our man attributes onto source, God, infinite wisdom, whatever you want to call it. So if we think those things, okay, then, there's all kinds of ways, again, that we're going to make ourselves right. So let's say, I'll give you an example. I was thinking this morning about the word power. Okay? If I see people as powerful as greedy, now, in the moment that I had that word, and I've done that before, I thought about my father. Mm-hmm. Well, I was scared of my father. Okay? So if you equate power with a negative attribute, do you see how you're going to stop your own power?
Yes.
See?
Well, I already know this is going to be a good session with the whole money thing and what you're talking about now. I'm just like, you're explaining my life right now.
Yay!
I'm not good with money. I struggled with money very heavily.
Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to start changing our language. Okay, money comes to me easily and effortlessly. There's money all over the place. I know it doesn't feel that way, but let me tell you something. When we start practicing these thoughts, okay, it's easier to think those thoughts, because here's the difference. For 18 years, you've probably practiced that money's a struggle.
Well, yeah, because I grew up struggling with money.
Yeah. Right. And if we saw that at home, and I know you have younger siblings, and I know that you and I have talked about this, all kinds of ways that we try and pick up the slack for what we perceive as not enough.
Yeah.
Okay? So you and I have, and I'm not going to cite specific examples unless
Even
you
if you
tell
did,
me.
it's all right.
It is? Okay, all right, good. So let's just go with this one for a second. So he has siblings, okay? They're quite a bit younger than he is. And I know that as he was growing up, one of the things that he would do is he would eat less, so they always had more, okay? So one of the things now that goes on with his body is he can't really put on weight, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm still struggling with
Okay, and wouldn't wait to you. Do you know that, like, I don't know exactly when it was, but did you know that way back, okay, now I'm talking about way back, that a sign of prosperity was being big?
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
so,
makes sense.
yeah, because it meant I had
wealth.
food, yes, okay, just letting you know I'm practicing on expanding my wealth.
I love you.
I'm still working at it. No, actually, I always feel like I'm letting go of weight. The scale says the same, but I always feel like I'm letting go of it. Now, I do feel like I'm getting some depth on some issues, okay? Now, I want to tell you a couple things about tapping. If you're tapping and you say to me it's not working, okay, I'm going to tell you a couple things. First of all, tapping works every time you use it, even if you're not aware of what it shifted. But if you're being too general, okay, if you say, oh, I struggle with money, my beliefs about money, you can start there.
Yeah.
But you
Well, you
really
gotta
want to
somewhere
get
specific.
I trained you so well. You make my heart sing. I'm telling you. So you got to get more specific. Like, even though when I go to eat, I feel like I'm taking from someone else. Okay, that just popped in my head. Was that good or what?
I think so.
Yeah, that was really good. Did you like it?
Actually, yeah, I don't eat my roommate's food for that exact
Yeah,
reason.
I'm sure.
I don't even look in the pantry. I know we have food in the crib.
Well, and here's the thing. They don't, you know, that's
I know
a good
it's my
way to
house,
be.
But
that's a good way to be. I mean, you know, you don't want to get in the fridge and raid somebody
eat all
else's
their
stuff.
cornflakes.
And eat all their cornflakes. I almost brought you a bag
She would
of
eat all the
cornflakes that we
cornflakes.
haven't finished because my husband won't eat the cornflakes.
Come on, Scott.
So
no honey on them.
actually,
no
they were
sugar.
frosted flakes.
That's a
Okay,
five.
all
I
right.
say I like something once, and then she buys it for the next 3 years.
He's one of those skinny people that gets tired of food after 1 or 2 boxes of it. I'm like, no, load me up. All right, so remember, the tapping is to address your yeah but. So no matter what it is, whether it's a relationship, whether it's money, whether it's a job, whether it's to be appreciated by your bosses, maybe whatever it is that you're wanting, okay? Say, I want, write, okay? I'm trying to get you to come up with a list. You want to write, I want more money, but. That but is your crappy beliefs,
Yeah,
okay?
that stops
Like a
you
lot
from-
of us think that if I have more money, somebody else has less.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is not the case.
Right, and
Not in
that's
this
why we get
country.
mad at the government, right?
Yeah.
Because we pay taxes, and if that guy over there is on the dole, he's taking my money, okay? Well, I'm just going to explain to you. I understand that you can show me the math of it, but I'm going to
Taxes.
tell you that what that really is we each only receive as much as we can perceive. As much as I can flex my abundance muscle, that's what I get, all right? Now, does it always show up as money? No.
Abundance is.
Breath.
Yeah, like.
Hello? If you're not breathing in a couple minutes, you're dead. When's the last time you exhaled and worried about where the next breath is? Okay? So that's what I'm telling you is money's that way. Happy relationships is that way. Okay? You just breathe. You don't question your deservingness. Okay? Now, if you have asthma, you probably do. If you have breathing issues, then you probably do question whether or not you deserve to take up space, be here, and even, you know, be noticed or whatever, okay? Find me if you got issues. We can tap through some garbage. All right, so tapping is aimed at the stories that are the proof. So I want more money, but money breaks up families, okay? Money creates divorce, okay? Oh, there's my belief.
I think
Even
a
though
good one would be. I'm sorry. I didn't
Go-
mean to
no,
just
go.
Cut you off. I think a good one would be. It's like I want more money, but, and then a lot of people like to blame taxes for a lot of things because the government does take a lot, and when you work more, they take more.
okay.
So I guess it's like the thought of I want more money, but the harder I work, it feels like the more.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Now, I'm not trying to be a smarty pants,
No, go
okay?
ahead. Go
Do you
ahead.
like having roads to drive on?
Yes,
Do you like having bridges to cross water?
absolutely.
Okay, well, without taxes, people, you're not doing it.
Well,
all right?
absolutely.
Okay, so here's the thing. The way I look at taxes,
Mm-hmm.
I love knowing that it's my money building. I don't focus on the people that are taking advantage of the system, okay? Because I can't do anything about it.
Well, yeah, that's
right?
just what-
And if I'm complaining about it,
wasting your
I'm going to
time.
get a match to complaining. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what I really want to do when I get focused on it is, I get focused on, wow, when everybody's contributing taxes, it's a really wonderful thing because we have roads. You know how we're going to take care of chuck holes? When we start, listen, not to get on a soapbox here, but a user tax would be more appropriate. In other words, paying taxes for everything you purchase means that people who have ill-gotten gains, okay, you know what I mean when I say that, people who are not declaring income,
Yeah.
okay, they're paying the same taxes I am. See, that's why people get in a snit about it. They go,
Okay.
well, that guy's not doing it, that guy's not doing it, right? Okay, but I really don't have any control over that,
Yeah.
okay? I hope the day comes where it is we're paying a tax on what it is we're buying so that it's all the same for everyone,
Yeah.
okay? A lot of it is people in a cycle of prosperity consciousness. If I am the however many generation child of that, it might be all I know. Okay? So do I want to fault and blame them? No, I want to educate them. Okay, you see, to explain how this works and where that money comes from and really the real thing to do is empower people, train them, so that they can get jobs and be contributors and all of those things that are really good things. Okay, so ask yourself, what's the downside of having more money? What's the upside of not having enough money? It's the same question, just in a different way. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because it can help.
You'll get different answers.
Yes, you'll get different answers.
Because I answer both of those questions differently.
Right. Absolutely. Yep. So I was really excited the other day when I heard that you did move. I want to tell you a couple other things I want to interject here real fast. If you're a caregiver, I kind of been beating this drum for a while now, and I really am telling you, if you're a caregiver, start tapping. Nobody goes to be a caregiver, whether it's a neighbor, a friend, a family member, a parent, a child who has disabilities, okay? Nobody goes into caregiving going, I think I'll be short-tempered and impatient. Okay?
Yeah.
But eventually you may get that way. You may get burned out. But if you can really tap about how you feel and quit making it hard, just talk about how it feels and how nobody knows how hard it is for you and how frustrating it is and how you didn't think you'd be here and all of those other things. It gets that garbage out of your body.
Absolutely.
You're actually more effective, kinder, nicer, more patient. So chances are this is something you could keep doing on a recurring basis. If you're not using the tapping tool, okay, you are really missing an easy to learn, easy to use technique for changing your life experience. And I'll tell you, I've been doing this for 11 years, and every time it works on a big thing, I'm still so amazed and joyful. I was tapping yesterday about pain, and I bet I got rid of about 80% of the pain in my body.
Yeah. I mean, you brought up problems for me that I didn't really know were problems.
Right, because what I say is you live in this soup called you, and in that soup, it's hard to see how I get what I get.
Yeah, like I see it, but I'm like, well, that doesn't correlate. Yes, apparently it does.
It does, and that's why you pay me the big money, so that I can help you see, connect the dots of how you're getting that crappy stuff you're getting. I tell you, I'm reading a fantastic book, The Power of Neuroplasticity. I actually had a friend said this to me a while ago. Thank you, Stephanie. And while I had started to read it, I had not finished it. It's Shad Helmstetter. Some of you know him. He's the guy who wrote What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. We have just started reading this book at home, and oh, what a blast, what a blast. It's the stuff I know, okay? But listen, you're going to have to be reminded and practice the rest of your freaking deacon life, okay? So get over this thing of when I get there, I've arrived and it's over. Because if that happens, then you're dead. And there's no dead. So that's never going to happen. There, I just solved a lot of your problems. You can't die. Drop the mic. Boom. She's out of here. All right, so
Hannah to tap with us when we do that.
when we do what?
When we tap.
Okay, she can tap.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right,
Just
cool.
letting her know.
All right, so there are
Follow
two
the
things, okay, that I want to get real clear for you on. What is my power? Okay? When people talk about you being in your power, all that means to me, okay, is you are mindfully and deliberately speaking, thinking, and feeling. Okay? Because no matter what that Nimrod's doing out there, okay, that you're going, why would they choose that? Da-da-da-da-da, right? All that complaining, all the pointing, all that stuff that we're doing, okay, is really information for me to know what I'm vibrating at, okay? So when I'm in my power, no matter what anybody else chooses, all right? Now, it might be a challenge sometimes, right? Okay? But no matter what anybody else is choosing, I actually am the only thinker in my thinker. Now, here's what I want some of you to wake up to. You got your parents' voice in your head. You're beating you up just like your parents did. You're telling yourself you're stupid, you're minimizing yourself, all those things that are creating the life experience that you're getting. And when you start talking to you the way you'd like to be talked to, you're going to start seeing some changes, okay? When you say, you know what, I am wonderful just as I am. I wrote that on my bathroom mirror yesterday. I heard it and I was like, oh, it's just so simple. It's so clean. It's so neat. I'm wonderful just as I am. Go get dry erase markers you can write on your mirror, okay? Clean it off in a week, write new stuff, all right? It's the greatest vision board ever. You tape everything to it, all kinds of good stuff, all right? The other one, okay? Y'all know I've been teaching this for a while. People, everybody's running around. What's my purpose? What's my purpose? I'll tell you what your purpose is. Your purpose is to feel good on purpose, okay? That's your purpose. Okay? The purpose that y'all are talking about, meaning what do I do? What do I do in this life? What's my work? Okay? That will show up for you. Trust me. Okay? It will. Don't trust me. It will. Okay? When you're feeling good on purpose and you're doing that over and over and over again, I'm telling you, you are going to create magic in your life. I got to tell you, I've been working with somebody the last couple weeks who really hit a rock bottom. Okay, and it has been such a joy and delight, because sometimes when we really hit rock bottom, we decide we have nothing to lose, right? And we dig in and we start changing what we're thinking. We're doing the tapping, and the changes in 2 weeks have been absolutely phenomenal. Okay, when you understand that you are not what they told you are what you think you are. Okay, so one of the things I became aware of years ago is, and I think I've asked this of you, okay. Where did you get all the stuff you learned about you? From where?
My experience.
Out there, right? Where'd you get all the crap you think about you?
Same.
Same place, right? Okay, so what if they don't know what they're talking about? What if they're only judging me, you, from their own life experience? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, because that's what we do, guys, all right? So those limiting beliefs are all in your head. When you start saying, ooh, that was a limiting belief, is there more? You start opening yourself up to know that there's always more, okay? Always, always, always more, all right? So I'm just going to open this for a second, read you a few more crappy money beliefs, because, oh, they're just so fun. All right, so what about rich people are greedy, right? Don't most of us think that? Rich people don't care about other people. If you're rich, you must be dishonest. Woo. Woo.
That's a big
Get
one.
that?
Yeah,
See? All right? Rich people don't really earn their money. Rich people are fakes. Rich people are mean snobs. Rich people only care about money. Rich people aren't spiritual at all. Okay, now then we got the whole thing about people in spirituality saying, it's not spiritual to want money. That's not true, peeps. You were told every good thing, all right? Now let's look at some money beliefs with family.
Okay.
My family's never been wealthy. We're just not cut out for it.
Oh, I didn't like that.
I can't imagine myself doing what wealthy people do. Whatever you think that is, all right? I feel uncomfortable in fancy places. I'm just a jeans and t-shirt kind of person. You see? So when you say, I want more money, but, and you fill in the sentence, you now have your tapping targets. Okay. So when you've got all those 5 things written down, this is something you can do with your roommates. It'd just be fun to see what people's money beliefs are. When you've got those written down, now you have your tapping target. So what you want to do is you want to look at that list. You just want to see which one feels the most true to you. Okay? That's the first thing you want to tap out. What you really want to do with that, if you can, if it shows up, is make the connection to where did I learn that? How did I get that info? Okay? Because remember, if you're a little kid and your parents are fighting about money, or your parents divorced and now you have less money, okay? You're going to make all kinds of crazy connections about money that are just a part of your life that you don't even know are in there until you stop and actually think about what you're thinking in your thinker. Mm-hmm. Make sense? Okay, so of any of those, let's see. Oh, see, here's another one. Wait a minute. Let's go back to the word power. What if when you were little you felt really powerful, okay? You created something on your own. You thought you were all of that in a bag of chips, right? And somebody said, who do you think you are? Or you think you're better. Okay? A lot of people say that to other people to bring them down so that they feel a little bit better. I mean, listen, it's just kind of how we were trained. Okay? We weren't trained that there's enough here for everyone. We weren't trained that everyone can be happy and joyful, because we kind of think, well, if that guy's too joyful, maybe I can't be. Okay. When's the last time you gave up some of your health so somebody else could be healthier? That's the way we explain that, so that people can start to see some of the insanity. Okay? And when you think about that, so when's the last time you having less money helped anybody else do better? Okay? And there's all kinds of ways to give. I work with a lot of people on my dime. Okay? I do that because that's a way I give. All right? Because I know from the abundance that is me and what I've learned and what I've been through and how I got these concepts, that I share that I am actually giving and then I receive. I mean, it's really, it's amazing. So the other thing about receiving, y'all have heard me use the example. If I came up to you and said I had a really great week, here's $100. How many of you would go, oh, I can't take that? Okay? Some of you might be going, heck yeah, I would. Would you really? Okay? These are all things to look at. Okay? When somebody gives you a compliment, do you say thank you?
Absolutely.
Okay, because those are gifts of abundance and prosperity, okay? So every time you go, oh, this old thing, or oh, I need to get my hair done, or whatever it is that you're saying to minimize yourself, you just said to the universe, I know I told you I wanted more, but not really, just kidding. Okay? All right? So you got to start thinking about what you're saying. These books that I'm reading, by the way, that stuff came out of Jack Canfield book. Jack Canfield's the guy who did Chicken Soup for the Soul. He loves tapping. Okay? So, which one of those, by the way, did I say that you like the best?
Struggle.
Struggle. Okay. So let's do, even though I think I have to struggle to get more money.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, bam. All right. Give me your 1 to 10. Give me your 1 to 10. Give me your 1 to 10. How true is it?
9.
9? How high are you, Hannah? You can't see Hannah Banana, but she's over there.
She's here.
1 to 10. How true is it that you struggle to have more money?
Oh God, 10.
Oh God, 10. Okay. All right. So here we go. Have you ever tapped?
No, I haven't.
Okay, great. We got a newbie. All right. I love newbies. All right. So what we're gonna do is, first thing we're gonna do is go to the karate chop. Okay, karate chop's the side of the hand. It's down from the little finger, that fatty part of the hand right there. Okay, and you're going to repeat after me. Here we go. Ready? By the way, if you can feel that when we say it, if you can feel it in a part of your body, then holler it out. Okay, all right. Even though I have to struggle to make money.
Even though I have to struggle to make money.
I deeply and profoundly. I want to hear you guys. Love and accept myself.
Love and accept myself.
And even though it's true. I have to struggle to have more money. I deeply and completely. Love and accept myself. And even
that all through my chest.
All through your chest. Yeah, that's where I did too. Where else?
Here and down.
Okay, all the way in his solar plexus, which is like your power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is.
It's your gut instinct. Okay? I deeply and completely. Love and accept myself. And even though I was trained. To work hard and struggle. To get more money. I deeply and completely. Love and honor myself. And the person who taught me that. Okay? So, take a nice breath. All right, first spot's the eyebrow. Okay? Both sides, either side, doesn't matter. One side, I don't care if you come out like that, doesn't matter. Right here, okay? The struggle for more money. Side of the eye. It's real. Under the eye. I'm always struggling for more money. Under the nose. I'm so tired of the struggle. Chin. This struggle for more. Collarbone. It's an uphill climb. Under the arm. This struggle for more money. Top of the head. I've been doing it for years. I guess I plan to do it till I croak. Because they taught me I have to struggle. I have to work really hard for more money. Under the eye. They told me hard work is the way to get it. Under the nose. So I struggle and struggle. I seem to get more to struggle about. Collarbone. This fear. That if I don't struggle enough. I won't have more. What? Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
All this struggle,
All this struggle.
this belief in struggle,
This belief in struggle.
what if it could be easy?
What if it could be easy?
Under the nose. Okay, now somebody's brain just blew up. All right. And I get that. All right. How hard is it to feel good?
How hard is it to feel good?
Jen, what if it's my job
What if it's my job
to feel good
to feel good
and talk myself into having more money?
and talk myself into having more?
Top of the head. I say I want more,
I say I want more,
and I point out where it's not.
and I point out where it's not.
I say I want more,
I say I want more,
and I'm feeling lack.
and I'm feeling
Okay,
lack.
I don't know about you guys. I'm feeling that right here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All this lack on my upper chest.
All this lack on my upper chest.
It's like the elephant in the room.
It's like the elephant in the room.
Collarbone. This struggle
This struggle.
under the arm. It's real.
It's real.
Top of the head, or so it seems.
Or so it seems.
Take a breath.
I don't know about you, but it's all here.
Okay, so did it just intensify there? Is because it was all up here before. Did it just intensify there?
Yeah.
Okay. 1 to 10, how bad does it feel there?
10.
10. Okay. Can you think of another time your stomach felt like that?
Yes, daily basis.
Daily basis. Okay, so are you walking around, you're walking around in fear a lot?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Most of us are, just so you guys know.
I also don't eat food.
I also don't eat food. Okay, all right. We're going to be tapping about that, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Okay, all right. Let's see. Even though I go without,
Even though I go without,
so someone else doesn't have to struggle,
so someone else doesn't have to struggle.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I don't even remember what I just said. Even though I don't eat? Is that what I said?
No.
Even though I go with less,
Even though I go with less,
even though I go with less,
so no one else has to struggle.
So no one else has to struggle.
Though all those starving people
All those starving people
that since about age 4,
that since about age 4
I've been trying to feed
I've been trying to feed
by not eating,
by not eating,
and I deeply and completely
and I deeply and completely
love and accept myself.
love and accept myself.
And even though I have this fear
Even though I have this fear
that I'm selfish,
that I'm selfish,
if I were to eat
if I were to eat
and somebody else I thought had less,
and somebody else I thought had less,
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love and accept myself.
love and accept myself.
Okay, you see how I do that? I'm just telling the story, okay, right here. All this fear that someone else has less,
All this fear that someone else has less,
that if I have what I want,
that if I have what I want,
under the eye, I'm selfish.
I'm selfish.
Under the nose, I'm not caring.
I'm not caring.
There was my burp. I'm taken from someone else.
I'm taking from someone else.
These irrational fears.
These irrational fears.
Good job. Okay,
Yeah,
the
you
yawning.
got it. Yes.
She's over there yawning. She
That's a
doesn't
good
even
one.
know. That's such a great sign to me.
It really is.
What?
Yeah, what? Okay, yawning, burping, crying, laughing. Those
working.
are good
You
signs.
didn't notice, but we burped at the same time.
Excellent. She's burping and yawning. Yay! Listen, I tell people all the time, I'm so wacko because if you're burping, yawning, crying, I'm like, yeah. And people look at me
I
crazy.
do a lot of crying.
You do yeah, he does like crying with tapping. But the best you ever felt was when we rant tapped.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
I got a lot
How's your stomach?
better.
Better. If it was a 10,
I give it a 7.
okay? Even though I still have this struggle and fear in my gut,
Even though I still have this struggle and fear in my gut.
it's been there so long,
It's been there so long.
it feels normal.
It feels normal.
And I deeply and completely
And I deeply and completely
love and accept myself.
love and accept myself.
And even though I have all this money fear
And even though I have all this money fear
and anxiety
and anxiety
in my gut,
in my gut,
I deeply and completely
I deeply and completely
love and accept myself.
love and accept myself.
And even though I have this money fear
And although I have this money fear
and anxiety
and anxiety
and struggle
and struggle
in my gut,
in my gut,
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Right here, all that struggle and fear in my gut,
All that struggle and fear in my gut.
side of the eye. All that struggle and fear in my gut,
All that struggle and fear in my
under the
gut.
eye. I'm afraid all the time.
I'm afraid all the time.
Under the nose, I'm afraid about everything.
I'm afraid about everything.
Chin, I white knuckle my way through life.
I white knuckle my way through life.
Collarbone, I'm afraid a lot.
I'm afraid a lot.
And what do they say? Don't ever let them see you sweat.
Don't ever let them see you sweat.
I can use this tapping.
I can use this tapping.
I can rant about how I feel.
I can rant about how I feel.
I don't need to make it fancy.
I don't need to make it
And I
fancy.
can loosen up my guts.
And I can loosen up my guts.
Let go of this anxiety.
Let go of this anxiety.
Releasing the struggle.
Releasing the struggle.
Learning to know its ease.
Learning to know its ease.
Under the arm. It can be easy to feel good.
It can be easy to feel good.
I might want to practice it.
I might want to practice.
Letting go of this fear in my gut.
Letting go of this fear in my
Side of the eye. All this fear in my gut.
All this fear in my
Letting it go.
letting it go.
All the rejection and disappointment.
All the rejection and disappointment.
I'm letting it go.
I'm letting it
Under
go.
the nose. All that old fear and struggle.
All that old fear and struggle.
Chin. Letting it go.
Letting it go.
Collarbone. Safe for me to let it go.
Safe for me to let it go.
Right here. I release and let it go.
I release and let it go.
I love it when my stomach feels calm.
I love it when my stomach feels good.
Take a breath. Okay?
1.
See how that happened? Excellent. Okay? So, let me tell you something. I do this one-on-one and I do group, and one of the things that I figured out recently, actually through someone else, is that I can do groups on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. We can bring in, I guess, as many as 50, but if you've got like 3 or 4 other people, we can make this a fee that's affordable so that I'm getting my hourly rate and you all are getting the tapping. So if you got 3 friends, get them together. Let's pick a time. Let's do a Messenger 1-hour tapping session. I'm telling you, it's just that easy and good. Okay? And you're going to love it. Okay? Because when we start knocking out these beliefs, I get notes from people all the time telling me stuff that just showed up. Okay? Right?
Yeah.
Okay?
It didn't really just show up, though.
I did, right.
Manifestation.
Nothing just shows up. I gotta tell you, I had a lady this week contact me about the rant tapping. Now, let me just tell you real fast what rant tapping is. Rant tapping is where, don't do the setup thing, you just go off, okay?
Just talk.
The worser
So nice.
the thing sounds coming out of your mouth that you're thinking you would never say, those are the words you want, okay? That B-double-I can't believe she did that. What the heck were they thinking? Now, I'm keeping my language clean, but everybody knows I
Keep
can
those
F-
in private.
I can F-bomb, okay? With the best of
We
them.
have F-bombs.
We have
It's just-
F-bombed, okay? It feels so good. It's so
It
cleansing.
really does, though.
It really
just,
does.
You get it all out.
So anyway, she was asking me about the rant tapping. I said, you know, you just rant and talk about it and all that. She came back and said, what if the person, you know, is close? What if it's somebody you're around a lot? I said, oh, you just rant, because you can't change anybody else, right? So you just rant tap about how they make you feel, okay? It was so funny. I got a message from this person after a few minutes, said, oh my gosh, they got quiet. Now, it happens this way all the time, okay? When I rant tap about what's bothering me, I see the relationship change. Really, okay? You ought to, you know what I just realized? Listen, you can stand in front of an empty fridge and rant tap. You can look at your checkbook balance, okay? I don't know how that works for you guys. I still keep a ledger.
Just bank account on my phone.
Okay, it's on your phone. All right. So pull up your bank account balance on your phone, look at that, and just tap. Just look at that balance and tap, okay? You're going to move some crud.
Well, I think it's interesting you say that, because the last time you and I met, I did the rant tapping about my father.
Uh-huh.
Him and I's relationship has been significantly better.
You
since
see why? People say, well, why'd that work? Is it that I changed me or I changed them? Well, I can't really change
then. I
them.
think it just changed my perception.
It
because-
changes your... God, I love you. Okay. And so does everybody watching. I'm telling you, I get so many great comments.
Really?
Because, first of all, I think it's important to have a male here. Why? Because you guys need to understand, you have emotions too. You just were trained to block them even more than us.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Now, I will
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you that every woman on the planet wants a sensitive, emotional, caring man. You can have it all. Okay? I will tell you that my husband is very sensitive emotionally. Okay? Doesn't mean he's an idiot. Okay? What? There's about 2 of us that laughed in here, thought it was funny.
Remember building those brick walls?
Oh, brick wall, whoops, did it. Okay, so what I'm saying is I am very aware that he's emotionally sensitive, okay? And I really like that, okay? I do, because once we get past the fear stuff in our conversations, we can have some pretty enlightened conversations when we're open to not hearing things as fault and blame. And that's why I talk about responsibility, because you create your own life experience by what you think and speak, and by taking responsibility of what you're thinking and speaking instead of doing it by default, you create a better life experience. And if you don't know how to do that, just find me, okay? I tell people all the time, you are not alone. If you think you are, it's a big freaking deacon lie. Find me, I'll show you why. I'm not gonna have people at your house you don't know, don't worry. All right, so Jim said I got to go extra long today, so we did. Maybe he forgot. Anyway, I want to thank my sponsors again.
I'm back here tapping on it.
He's back there tapping. Listen, I showed up bouncing off the walls. It's
You
so
did.
good to be me.
Popped into this door. We were here. Now we're there.
I love what I do, and I do what I love. And I wouldn't have said that to you 10 years ago, okay? It can change. Your life will change. Neuroplasticity says you are not your old thoughts, ideas, and beliefs. You get to reprogram your brain however you want, okay? Let's do some good. Let's do some good in the world. Let's start thinking better thoughts. Do you know that when you're thinking crappy about somebody, that's like wishing bad stuff on them? Stop that. Don't do it. All right. Sponsors. Logan Street Signs and Banners, Noblesville Trophies. Thank you, Jim Wofford. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for doing this for us, for sharing this with the world, because I'm telling you what, I get really excited about 3 or 4 generations from now where mothers are tapping on babies in their arm, and this is not such a foreign-looking thing, that everybody's using it and having the life experience that serves them, okay? I got to tell you, in Fishers, I'm just going to take a second and say this. There's this whole big thing going on. It's a mental health initiative. I have saved lives. If you know how many people write me and say I was going to kill myself, and when I found you, I found a better way. There's nothing that makes me happier knowing that I can do that for other people. So we got to get all people tapping so that they can understand this life does not have to be this powerless. Mental health initiative, find me. Let's get people tapping. Police officers, firemen, people in stress jobs, babies, kids. Get people doing this, all right? Get out of your limited thinking. Thank you, Ty, for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Always a blast. We always have fun. Got to have other people tap with us. Until we see you next time, keep tapping into you. Have a good one. Lace them up. Let's go. All right. So he said we're going to practice. Cut out. We're going to go eat. Oh, I wish that would have been on camera. We're going to go eat. You promised me food. That's awesome. Kids, yeah.